In this alternate timeline, Charlie was lonely, very lonely, as she wanted someone to love, someone to be with, someone to see her, as she sighed deeply. As Charlie waited and waited and waited to find someone, but it never happened. One day, however, she would find Vaggie just like in canon, but this time someone else was watching. You see, Alastor was walking nearby, and when Charlie found Vaggie, Alastor would walk up to them both and say, "Ah, hello there, ladies," as Vaggie would say, "Alastor." Charlie and Vaggie were both scared. Vaggie was an exorcist, but she's heard of Alastor. Maybe she can fight him with her spear, but her wings were ripped off. She was wounded. Could she even really fight back right now? As Vaggie shook, what if he knew? But then Alastor would simply snap his fingers, as Vaggie would get an eye patch, and Alastor would help her up and say, "Here you go," as then she would be brought to Charlie, as Charlie would say, "Thanks, Al. Why are you helping?" "Because I help deers in need, of course." As then he walked away, Charlie would smile as she would go back with Vaggie, as Charlie never really forgot that day, as Vaggie and Charlie would move in together and live together for a few weeks. As Charlie and Vaggie got closer and closer and closer together, they cared about each other more and more. As these weeks would turn into a beautiful relationship, a blossoming of love. However, Charlie still felt a little empty. She loved Vaggie a lot, but she wanted another person. As Charlie was poly in this timeline, as Vaggie only liked girls in this timeline. As they both kept on continuing, Vaggie and Charlie were happy together, but Charlie wanted someone else, and Vaggie knew that. She was okay with it, of course. She cared about her. However, one day, as they were having a dinner, someone would walk to them, someone familiar, as it was Alastor. "Have a seat for one more, dears," as then he would sit down and eat, as they all began to talk. As Charlie would say, "So what brings you here?" Alastor would say, "I was just walking by and saw you. You know, I have a delicious menu item," as then he would summon a deer and make it delicious, as they both would eat it. They began to dig in, consume the deer. Vaggie and Charlie would simply laugh, as Alastor made it less gruesome, basically more packaged meat than what he ate in canon. As Charlie and Vaggie would continue to talk, Alastor would say, "So do you like the meat?" Charlie would say, "Yeah, it's really good. It's deer meat, right?" "In the flesh." As Vaggie would say, "So, why deer anyway? I mean, hell's deer is kind of hard to find, especially in the Pride Ring." Alastor would say, "That's why I get it, because of its rarity." As they continued to talk and have a good time, they would all sit up and start to walk out. As Charlie would say, "Wait, Alastor, I think I like you. Do you?" As an Alastor would say, "You want to date me?" Many people have asked, and have all said no. "But you're special. One day I'll come by and give it a shot." As then he vanished. As Charlie said, "What the heck does that mean?" Vaggie said he was probably just saying no. As Alastor would then appear towards Lilith. As Lilith would say, "Is everything going as planned?" Alastor would say, "I don't get why you want me to date your daughter and her girlfriend. I mean, that's some sort of weird thing you're into? I mean, it's kind of disgusting," because Lilith would say, "No, gross. I want you to date her so you can manipulate her better, obviously. And besides, this way I know she'll be safe, because I'll make you fall in love with her." As then she would take out an amulet and say, "Put this on." Alastor would put it on. In a few weeks, he'll get feelings for her. Alastor would say, "Hey, that's great. Is the deal a deal?" "Yes. Once you fall in love and get married to her, you will be free." "Married? Arranged marriage with a psychopath? You really are crazy." Lilith would say, "I guess I am. But keep an eye on Vaggie." Alastor would say, "Wise," and Lilith would grab his shirt and pull him in, as Alastor would start to shake with fear as he felt intense power come from her. "Keep a very, very close eye on her. Got it? Do you understand me? Close eye. Nothing more, nothing less, but a close eye on her. Do you understand? You need to protect my damn daughter." As Alastor would say, "Yes, yes, yes. Good." As an Alastor would leave. As days passed, he began to grow feelings for Charlie, even Vaggie, but he was programmed to stay wary of her, even though he liked her somewhat. As these feelings kept on growing, he would become inebriated. He would become scared, as he would hide in the shadows, fighting these feelings, as he thought maybe if he could fight it, he could just take it off in a week, and nothing will matter. As then we come back to Charlie and Vaggie a week later, as Charlie and Vaggie would be sitting down in their apartment, cuddling, as suddenly they would hear a knock on the door. As Alastor would say, "Surprise! Come and greet me." As Charlie and Vaggie would open the door, Charlie would say, "Alastor!" As in Alastor would hug them both and say, I'm here, yes I am here to greet you all. I am here. As Charlie and Vaggie would sing along, he's here to greet us, he's here to date us. As they kept on singing, they would then hold hands and say, let's go. As in Alastor, Charlie, and Vaggie would go out. As they would have a great time together. They would eat food, they would enjoy spending time, they would walk around the park, and just do amazing things. As then months would start to pass, eventually Charlie would get an idea, as the hotel would be set up just like in canon. As the hotel was set up, Charlie would wait for a guest, but no one would kind of show up. As Vaggie and Charlie waited for someone to join, no one really did. And we know Angel didn't believe in it at the start, so I wonder how they got him to join. As Charlie and Vaggie waited, Charlie would say, I think it's too late, guys. As in, Alastor, nonsense. You're being too promiscuous, too kind. You have to be forceful sometimes. As Alastor would walk out, he would walk up to Angel and say, you're in the hotel. Angel would say, what? Oh, you want to take me up to a hotel and do freaky things with me? Alastor would say, I am not a freak. I want to redeem you and do this pointless dream. Now come on and see me. As he would start to drag away, Angel would sing, let go of me, you freak. Alastor would laugh and throw him into the hotel. As Charlie and Vaggie and Alastor would hold hands and say, welcome to our home. We're together. We're in love and we want to help you be redeemed. Angel would say, I'm not into all of you. Charlie would go, no, I guess that could have been confusing. Anyway, this is a hotel. A hotel will redeem sinners. As they would explain to Angel, Angel wouldn't really want to stay, but it is a free home away from Valentino, and Alastor is kind of scary, so Angel would agree to stay. As Angel stayed at the hotel, things would continue like in canon until Charlie's interview with Lady Joy, as Vaggie would be there. As Charlie and Lady Joy had an interview, Lady Joy would get pissed at Charlie, and Charlie and Lady Joy would fight. As Alastor would laugh, he found this funny, but he also was pissed. No one treats his girlfriend like that. As he would say, really? As he looked at his dumb amulet, he sighed. I hate that I'm like this. One day I could take it off. But would I want to? Alastor would think he's happy with Charlie and Vaggie. Maybe he should keep it on once he gets his soul back. Once he gets married. He doesn't know. But then he would teleport to Lady Joy and make all the cameras malfunction. As Lady Joy would say, what was that? Alastor would say, sorry, but this face was made for radio. Joy would say, so we lost all of our televisions. Do you know how much that will cost us? I don't care if you are Overlord. Since Charlie the Princess of Hell is a pushover, I doubt you'll be much of. Suddenly, tentacles will begin to grab her and squeeze her tightly as she can barely breathe. As Alastor would say, don't you ever talk to my girlfriend like that. As then he threw her off the window. As then Charlie would say, that's a bit obsessive. Alastor would say, I'm sorry. Vaggie would say, it's okay. I wanted to throw her too. She is a B word. As then they would both laugh. They would walk back. Vaggie, Charlie, and Alastor went back to the hotel. Charlie and Vaggie weren't too happy with Angel, but surprisingly, Alastor acted like he didn't even care. They thought Alastor would be more mad than anyone, because he hates it when people disrespect Charlie and Vaggie, but he didn't do anything. Instead, he said, you know what, how about we give him some guidance? Of course he's going to act out. There's no one here to talk with besides us. Let's add a few more colorful characters. As then he would snap his fingers as Husk would appear and say, what are you doing? I want you to meet my two girlfriends. Girlfriends? I thought you were Arrow Ace. Alastor would say, rarely, not none. As then Husk would say, whatever. As then he would get a drink and take a big shug. As Husk would become the bartender and Nifty would become the maid. As things were kept up better because Alastor was there, but it was still messy here and there. As things started to continue like in canon, we then cut to when Charlie meets Adam and Loot, as Alastor would tag along. As Charlie would say, are you sure you're coming? Vaggie and everyone else is pretty scared. Alastor would say, well, of course Vaggie's scared. Charlie would say, yeah, I know what you mean. As in Alastor said, why did I say that? Does she know? As in Charlie would say, I know that the extermination probably scared her since it caused her to lose her eye. Why aren't you scared of the exterminations? Alastor would laugh and say, simple. I ain't scared of no angel. Besides, if they kill me, they kill me. Charlie would say, I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you either. But that won't happen, dearie. As then they walked in together. When Charlie walked in, Luke would say, "What is this degenerate doing here?" When we asked to have a meeting with Hell's daughter, I did not expect she would bring such a disgusting degenerate. As Alastor would say, "Hello." "You don't like me, dear. Usually I'm quite good with the ladies. That's kind of shocking." "Oh, well." As then Luke would say, "Get rid of him." Charlie would say, "No, he is my guest here." As she would hold his hand, Ada would say, "So you're effing a demon? Huh. I think you could do better." As Alastor would say, "I think you could do better too." As he pointed at Lute, Lute would say, "That is inappropriate." Ada would say, "Tuh, I would, but she would cramp my style." Lute would say, "Sir." As then Adam would get onto the meeting. As Charlie would start, Adam would keep interrupting her until Alastor would say, "Shut up and let Charlie talk to you." Say, "What was that? You know I'm the first man on earth, right?" Alastor would say, yes, we know. In heaven, you're a big deal, but in hell, you're just some a-hole. Now, pardon my language." As Alastor felt weird, he usually didn't talk like that. Was this amulet affecting his emotions? He didn't really know, but he decided to walk back. He was more timid, more emotional. Of course, now eyes were on Charlie. Charlie would explain her hotel idea, and they would love it and immediately stop the extras. I'm just kidding, that did not happen. As Adam and Lute would laugh at Charlie, Alastor would become extremely upset, mad, but then he would walk out and sigh as he would go back to the hotel with Charlie. As he went back to the hotel, Vaggie would go to talk to Alastor. Vaggie went to Alastor. Vaggie would say, "What's wrong?" Alastor would say, "I feel so much more emotional now. I'm not supposed to act like this. I'm the radio demon. I'm always smiling. I have a smile on my face. No one can know what my emotion is. Wait, I'm not always smiling anymore. But the contract, my face, the permanent scarring. How?" He was shocked. How is this possible? That amulet, it needed to go. As he grabbed it, tried to rip it out, it wouldn't work, as he would fall to the floor. As Vaggie would say, "Love," as she would pick him up. Alastor felt so nice, so calm, so warm in her arms. Alastor would hold on to her and say, "I love you." Vaggie would say, "I love you too, bae." As then Alastor would say, "I just need to go." As he went upstairs, Charlie would walk in and say, "What's wrong with him?" Vaggie would say, "I don't know." As then Charlie would go, "You think he'll be okay?" Vaggie would say, "Yeah, I do." As then days would pass. As they got closer and closer together, Alastor didn't know what to do. His emotions were suppressed ever since he came to hell. He always had a smile on his face, but now that was gone. Now he was emotional. Now he was just like anyone else, just with powers. It seemed so just wrong as he would watch all this. But he was still happy with his girlfriends. As one day, Alastor, Vaggie, and Charlie would be sitting down, cuddling. As Charlie would call Lucifer over, Alastor would be nervous as suddenly he would come in. "There's my daughter." As Lucifer would be shocked to see that Charlie was dating two people, a woman and a man. This man, he didn't really like him that much. Vaggie, he kind of liked her. He had his doubts about her, but she seemed good overall. But Alastor, he absolutely hated him, as he would sing, "Get away from him, he is a bad boyfriend." As then Alastor would sing, "What a deadbeat dad, come in and claim after ruining your life." As they would start to sing, they'd have a song battle like in canon. As Alastor would explain and stick up for Charlie, explain why he's a good boyfriend. As Lucifer would try to sing a song why he's a bad boyfriend, Charlie would say, Stop trying to get involved in my love life, just help me." As then Lucifer would sigh and hug her and say, "Fine, but I just don't trust him." As Lucifer gave them knowledge on what to do, he would then leave. As then Vaggie and Charlie would have a conversation. As Vaggie didn't want to go, but she would go for Charlie. But Alastor would then talk to all three of them, saying, "I would love to go, but I gotta do something." As they would agree, they would then go up to heaven. As Alastor would do the same, as he would teleport to Lilith. As Alastor teleported to Lilith, Lilith would say, "Oh, here comes you. What do you want?" Alastor would say, "When can I marry her?" Lilith would say, "Excited? I can't wait for you to marry my daughter." Alastor would say, "Do you not find this weird? Because I still find this... Your daughter is not a game to you. You should know that by now." "Wait, what is happening? Why am I defending her?" As then, she would start to laugh. "Aw, you really do love her. Well, propose to her after the battle. I'm sure she'll say yes, but we've only been together a few years. Trust me, she will." As Lilith would laugh, Alastor would sigh as he would walk off. As then the battle would happen, and it would go just like in canon. As the battle was over, Alastor would stand up and get an engagement ring. He would then smile, as he felt this way towards them both. As he would teleport towards Charlie and Vaggie, he would say, "Will you marry me?" Charlie was shocked, and so was Vaggie. It's only been a few years. Charlie would say, "Yes, yes, let's all get married." As she would cry, Vaggie would cry tears of joy as they would all hug. As Alastor could take off the amulet, as he would grab it, he could throw it away, go back to the way he was. But now he was happy, and now he wasn't held back. So he would keep it on his chest. As then he would go over and say, "I love you guys." As then they would all kiss and live happily ever after. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with all your friends. Don't leave the video. Please don't leave yet. I got a very important message. Don't leave, okay? I got plastic stuck in my throat the entire day. I've been trying to get rid of it, and no matter what I did, it couldn't work. It's like a little piece, and if anyone has any ideas and stuff, please don't leave. I really need help of how to get it out. Please let me know, because I've tried all sorts of ways, but I just can't do it. Also, I'm really allergic to pollen, so my nose has been stuffy this entire recording, so if I sound different, that's why. I feel like you can hear certain noises when I record, and there's like nothing I can do about that, sadly. So yeah, anyway, love you all. Peace out.